Hello everyone, it's Rage, and welcome back to my friend is a Raven. So I've had a few people ask me to complete the last two endings, so that's what we'll be doing today. Also due to the fact that I want to start a longer game next week. So I want to make sure this game is finished up before I go over to that one. And no, there will be no spoilers, you'd have to see next week to which game I'm referring to. But enough of me rambling on. Let's get into it. So I'm assuming that we have to get the bad ending on top of another ending that I'm not too sure on how we'd... I'm honestly not too sure on how to find that one. It might have to do with us not giving or not having Varat when we talk to the Raven. It might be something like that. Because the offering seems to be quite important, so I'm guessing we should not give the offering, and maybe that has some like deeper relevance. But let's have a look. I think I'm going in the wrong... No, we don't need that out, so we're just moving straight forward. And then we'll see what we need to... Hopefully this is one of the endings. I'm going to be rather upset, because it makes sense. Well, to me it makes sense. Also, if you haven't watched the first... I should have said this in the beginning, but if you haven't watched the first playthrough, then you are going to be quite confused, because I'm going to cut dialogue that we've already seen. I think I'll start from here just to give a little bit of context. So we start with I could be your friend and sit upon your shoulder when you become torn, but only if you have a gift to give to a sympathetic Raven. So we'll go from here, because this is pretty much the point, to where we'll see whether or not the offering was relevant in the other ending. Alright, I have no gift other than your seeds. Ooh. Pathetic. Even now, you have no heart to help another being. Do you truly pity yourself as the last human alive? You should be happy you'll never encounter another man like yourself. I have no tolerance for your antagonism, Raven. Do you believe that will give you dominance over me? I have power over you, in masses that you cannot fathom. Look at your city. I will do the same to you. Please, Raven, I must know why you have chosen such a path as this. If you do not know by now, your blindness shall serve you a deserving platter. Immediately dead. You die again. Amazing. Extinction. The bad ending is extinction. I was making a joke, but apparently the bad ending really was bad, and that's ending 1. I'm quite surprised I didn't get that one first. But it's because the shining objects catch my attention quite easily. Alright, so I think now, because we actually found it in the other video, we actually found out that we can poison the offering, which I actually thought was the bad ending, but apparently not. So I guess we poisoned the offering, and that should give us something else. That ending actually really surprised me. I was quite excited to play the game, and all of a sudden shocked me back to a neutral state, I suppose. That was definitely something. So we need to get the rat first, which is very unfortunate. I killed the rat twice in the last video, so we have to kill poor rat a third time while we go and get the... I'm trying really hard to listen to the bat trap in the kitchen, and it did go off, so let's go and get the rat, and then we can poison it and see what that does for us. I'm so sorry that we have to do this again. It's so funny to me how immediately the rat just dies. Like, normally it would take the rat some time, but no, not in this case. The rat just immediately dies. Alright, we now have the poisoned rat, which means we should once again give this to the raven, and hopefully that gives us something else. I'm guessing there isn't much else to go through, at least not really. So I'm just gonna go straight for it. As there really isn't that much that we haven't really touched on in the last video. Also, for the sake of the last ending, I will read through the dialogue one last time, just so we can have a bit more of a flowing ending, shall we say. Good day, dear Raven. Good day, sir. I could not help myself noticing a delicacy in your hand. May I ask you what a lone soul might be doing, perched upon a building, holding a bag of seeds? These seeds belong to you now, good Raven. Take them, and in return I wish to speak to you of your destructive manner. I accept your offer with vigor, but I would hardly consider myself destructive. I do not view you with the authority to tell such lies. Your kind have descended upon the earth, and spread a mortal plague amongst its people. You have left our homes barren and our cities in ruins. Not a single person lives to share my grief. Poor little man. I could grieve with you. I could comfort you. I could be your friend and sit upon your shoulder when you become torn. But only if you have a gift to give to a sympathetic raven. Indeed, dear Raven. I have something that might interest you. I am surprised at your change in heart. I feel so bad already. But I gladly take your gift. Does it fit your exquisite taste? Quite closely, but I find it slightly bitter. Still, I thank you for the gift. You are very welcome, dear Raven. I believe we may find some common ground upon our past. I feel you truly have changed, friend. Ooh. Dear Raven, is something amiss? Human, what have you done? Why, Raven, I do not know what you speak of. I thought you had changed. You were nothing but an actor, just like the rest of your kind. I would think a plague like this would make a man more sympathetic. Yet, still, you have no hesitancy to bring a creature down into the soil of the earth. The world will soon be yours, but I refuse to give you the pleasure of watching me perish. No, no. once again we see a bit more of the outside world, but it's not as happy. It's still not happy. You unlock the aggressive ending, Venomous, which is 4 out of 4. Well, to be fair, we did have a passive ending, so it doesn't surprise me too much that we have an aggressive ending. To be fair, it does fit the bad ending quite well. This one made me more sad than the other one did. I was quite happy with the 2 endings we found. But oh well. That will be all from me, however. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to like it, and if you are new, why not subscribe so you don't miss any other videos that I put out.